All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Robert, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Jordan 11 Cherry. Now, before we get into all that, please do me a huge favor by dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos just like this. So, as I said, let's go ahead and get into it, man, real quick. This is kind of, I'm coming to y'all with an early slash on time slash late review slash finally they got here. I didn't think they would ever show up or I'd ever get a pair. And if you've been following my channel, you already know. But if you haven't, just really quick, I actually ended up hitting for these shoes on the Nike Sneakers Live event that happened in like mid-November. I waited around a week for those shoes that didn't come in, but I didn't stress it because, hey, a lot of shoes are going out. Shipping times is that time of the year. Holidays are around. So I wasn't tripping. After about a couple weeks go by, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see what's going on with these. I contact Nike customer support. They say, I guess to just hang out. They should be shipping in a couple days, yada, 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 whatever. I do get a shipping or like, it was saying like awaiting like shipping notification or preparing shipment is what it was saying for a long time. Then I finally got like a shipping notification, right? So I had a tracking number. This is after about 2.5 weeks of waiting. Then I checked the UPS app and it's saying that they're awaiting the item from the actual the shipper or whatever. They were waiting pickup. A lot of drama is what I'm saying. The Nike app is showing me one thing, UPS is showing me another, but my package was literally hanging out somewhere in Memphis for almost 4 weeks because the shoe, when I finally contacted Nike again for the second time, was right before the December 10th drop of these shoes. I had to request a refund. So that, cause they were just sitting around. I don't know if someone stole the package or maybe it just got missing in transit. I have no idea. But I was able to hit on Dick's Sporting Goods on the morning of the release, which was December 10th, Saturday. So shout out to Dick's Sporting Goods. Here's the box, y'all. Classic Jordan 11 box. I wish we would have got like a slide out box like we used to with these, but it's whatever. You got your OG box here, size 9.5. And we're gonna go ahead and get into sizing right now. Reason I say that is because these do fit a little bit smaller. And I would suggest maybe going up a half a size. You could probably even do a full size. So my true size is measures about an 8.5. If you've been following my channel, y'all know I don't buy 8.5s because typically I don't buy that in any shoe because that is an exact fit. I'm talking about your toes will be touching the front and I don't like that. It's the most uncomfortable thing ever. So I consider myself a true 9. Now, when I tried these on, which they look way better in the hand, by the way. When I tried them on, I noticed immediately that these feel a little bit tighter than, let's say, the cool grays that dropped last year. The fit of this shoe reminds me of what the Concords fit like. So, a little bit about the reason why I say that, because the Concord, Jordan 11 is my favorite shoe of all time, if you didn't know. The patent leather, you just can't beat it. So when the Concords dropped, I was super excited. I got a few pair of those, and I bought them in a size 9. Now, whenever I try that shoe on now, I take it off. Because if I wear thicker socks with them, they don't feel right. I get a lot of pressure on the top of my foot, and it's like my toe is almost right at the end of the shoe. And it kind of feels tight in this area here. This is a 9.5, and as soon as I put them on, I noticed that they feel slightly tight around this area and in the toe. So I'm glad I went with a 9.5 because at a size 9, I think they would have been unwearable. So hope that helps you out. At least go a half size up because these do fit a little bit tighter. And with that patent leather, it's kind of tight around your foot. So that's sizing there. Hope that helps you guys out. Let's go ahead and jump into the review. Like I said, finally, got these in hand. Classic shoe, Jordan 11, you can't go wrong. But I will admit that when I first saw images of these online, I kind of felt like they looked a little bit weird. And I think what was bothering me was the red sock liner. I don't know why. Now that I have them in hand, it doesn't look bad, but for some reason, I just wasn't feeling it, right? But like I mentioned, you got that red sock liner there. You got that white kind of mesh or nylon upper here. Well, it's more like a mesh material, mesh upper here, which keep that clean because if it gets dirty, it is a wrap. And also you got that cherry red patent leather all around the shoe, man. Super, super clean. I do like it better in hand, but I will admit that it's probably one of my least favorite Jordan 11 colorways. I don't know why, and that's coming from someone who is a big Jordan 11 fan. But like I said, because I'm a fan, I had to get a pair, and I'm glad to have them. And I feel like they look better on feet. I think all Jordan 11s look good on feet anyway. But you got that white kind of midsole there, which is also, you got to keep that clean because if it gets dirty, it's a done deal. And yeah, so that's Jordan 11, man. Cherry 11s. Glad to finally get them in hand. Taking a look at the toe box there. Another look at that classic patent leather. Look at the shine on it, y'all. Come on now. Moving up from there, you got your tongue. You got your standard kind of rope laces here. They're kind of supposed to resemble a basketball net. That's why they're so thick. So you got those laces there. And you got the Jumpman Jordan text in black and a red Jumpman symbol there in the middle. So for those that didn't know, it reads Jumpman Jordan if you read that way. I remember being in like middle school around that time. And like when we first saw this, we had no idea what it said. So it was always like trying to look at it and figure out what it was. And I just remember doing that as a kid, but it says Jumpman Jordan. Now y'all got YouTube and things to help y'all out with this. So yeah. Now, top of the tongue, still got the mesh tongue, but on the back, you've got that standard Jordan tag that says quality basketball products inspired by the greatest player ever. Oh, let's drop the shoe. There you have it. Okay. And taking a look at the medial side of the shoe, y'all, there it is. Another look at it. I think, like I said, it is a nice looking shoe in person. I can understand why some people may have passed on it. I think these retail for like $225. The price is a little bit too high. Okay, we know this. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. I could make a whole other video talking about the prices of these shoes, but we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna stay on topic. So, taking a look at the heel of the shoe, you've got that 2-3 on the back. It is not stitched. This is how the OGs came. You got that kind of screen printed 2-3 right there on the back in white. Another look at that leather right there around the back of the shoe, and you got that patent leather, y'all. Can't get enough of the patent leather. Okay, now taking a look at the outsole of the shoe, you got that icy blue outsole, your red pods here, and you got the red and black carbon fiber pattern right here, and then you've got a clear Jumpman symbol underneath the actual sole. All right. Now on this one, take a look at the insole. I'm not going to pull it out, but it's a red insole with the white Jumpman symbol. Hopefully you can see that there. And on this one, I am going to call out. So we talked about price increases, but the reason I mention that is because we don't get the old, plastic shoe tree with this one, like we did with some of the other Jordan 11s. So increase of price, giving you less for your money. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm not a big fan of it. But am I going to miss it? Probably. No, but I feel like when you start to charge more prices and you have these more coveted shoes like the Jordan 11, you should probably do something a little bit special for it. That's just my opinion. Okay, but you got these regular, paper, that is stuff inside the shoes. Okay, now, that'll be about all, guys, for the Jordan 11 Cherry, man. So, I've already talked about sizing, but just to reiterate, go a half size up. If you have a normal width shoe, normal width foot, you may be able to go true to size. But I'm trying to tell you, man, it might fit you when you put it on. Like, I think I could wear a 9 in this shoe. Probably as soon as I put it on, it'll probably fit. But when you start walking around in it, that's when you're gonna have that problem, when you're not gonna wanna wear them anymore. So my suggestion is half size up. Or full size in some cases. Which I guess technically I went a full size up because my foot measures 8.5, but I consider myself a 9, but half size up, y'all. I want y'all to get them and be able to wear them, not like, regret buying them or only have to wear them a couple hours because your feet can't take it, So that's my thing. Now, is it a must pick up? I'm gonna say, I don't know why, but again, I am a Jordan 11 fan. But is it a must pick up? My first thought is no. Now, the only reason I say that is because there've been so many other fire shoes dropping. Like we just had the Lost and Found. I know a lot of people, I got those. I was so glad. You had the Ama Manier 4s. I didn't get those. I think they're a fire shoe, but I wasn't pressed for them. Did not care at all. Then we got the Jordan 7 Cardinals, which in my opinion are fire. I don't care what anyone says. And the Jordan 2 that are coming out later this month. So a lot of things are dropping. And for some reason, like I said, I don't know, this shoe bothered me, the red sock line and everything. But as a Jordan 11 fan, I had to grab them. I know that might sound weird, but I just kind of feel like I understand if you passed on them is what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, you can't deny that patent leather when you see it on someone's foot. I mean, that shine just does it for me. Now, That's my take on it. Now, I will say that I do have the pair of the Cherry 11 lows. I was gonna get those, but I didn't feel like going through everything. I may drop a video on that just to compare the two. If you all would like to see a comparison between the Cherry 11 High and the 11 Low that dropped, I don't know, a few years ago, I can't remember the exact year. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll put that together, man, because there are a few differences, you know, between it being obviously a low and a high version, but there are some other differences as well. And that might be, you know, something interesting to take a look at. So let me know in the comments, guys. Thank you for watching the video, man. Like I said, finally I got a pair in, man. I wanted to give y'all the early review, but like I said, they didn't ship my shoes. I don't know where they were coming from Nike, but luckily Dick's Sporting Goods looked out for me, so I was able to get them on the channel for you guys. I thank all of you for watching. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.